If you're seeing this, then this is your Tarot Tuesday message. Welcome. My name is Lara. We're going to get into it. Oh my goodness. Wait, I don't have my mic on. Hang on.
Is this good? Is this better? Okay, whatever. I don't even know. Welcome to Tarot Tuesday. What a difference a day makes. I'll say that. We did our full moon in Aries reading yesterday. How you doing? And we're back again for another Tarot Tuesday. So we are going to chat a little bit about the energy that's coming up over the next 7 days. I don't know too much about the astrology except for the full moon that we just had. So I'm just going to run with that because that's where I'm at right now. Energy has been high, but we are here Tuesday, October 7th, and this reading is taking us through Monday, October 13th in 2025. So if you're seeing this at any point within that week, amazing. Hopefully there's something here that will help you. If you're seeing this and it's not anywhere near October 7th through the 13th in 2025, that's also okay. Everything is okay. All right. Time is not linear. When you're finding these messages, you are finding them whenever you need to find them. If you're finding them in the week that we're in, that I'm filming this, then great. That's like collectively what we're all kind of swimming in, but you may be tapped in at any point or any point again to this energy. So you never know. I always say, keep an open heart and an open mind. Use your little noggin, your little brain. Make decisions for yourself. You will know what messages are meant for you. This is not a personalized reading. This is a general reading. So there's a lot of energy, whoever is coming to see this video at any point in time. But we are all sharing the same themes, patterns, behaviors, what have you. The energy here, we're all connected to. So yeah, settle in and let's get into it. Ultimately, so by the way, I did my full moon in Aries messages. We just had a full moon in Aries last night on Monday, the 6th. Big, intense energies. Full moons are letting things go. Full moons are shedding. This is an Aries, which is the opposition to Libra season that we're in. And Aries is really asking us to step into our sovereign self. Okay. The energy was very big yesterday. That was a hard one. And also, I misquoted in that other video and I said it was a hunter's moon. It is the harvest moon, which is different, but I got it confused because I was in my Aries energy. I am an Aries full moon. An Aries moon, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So, but it was a good reading and we talked about what our focus was on. A lot of it was this idea of independence, sovereignty, and what we can release and what we can bring in to maintain our focus on what we're focusing on. So a lot of I don't think I talked too much about it yesterday, but a lot of what this moon has asked us is to stop living in fear. Aries is bold energy. It is sometimes impulsive. It can burn away just as brightly as it can burn. So how do we ground that energy and how do we stand, in that fire in our truth? I think this is what this full moon was asking us. So if your temper felt a little out of control yesterday, that will be why. And we're carrying this energy with us into the week, okay? Hightailing into the week. So let's just kind of see what that's going to bring for us. I think that's enough to focus on right now because there's a lot going on. The energy is big. It's still eclipse season, okay? Yeah. So let's take it easy. A lot of what the reading yesterday was saying was rest. Rest so that when you are ready to like get out there, you know, you're stabilized. Okay, so yeah, that being said, let's just go ahead and dive into it. I've got our Oracle of Mystical Moments here as per usual. Would it be cool to like mix up some of these Oracle cards? Let me know in the comments if that's of interest to you, if you're watching. Yeah, I get bored pretty easily, but if you all like this, then great. I have other decks. I'm just not as familiar with them. But yeah. But either way, here we are. And we've got our usual friends here. Ooh, and who is this? Who is this? Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, we have Morning Dew Girl coming through for us today. So there is newness with like morning dew. Okay, she's collecting the dewdrops off of these flowers, which is like also making me think of patience. Not exactly something Aries is great at. All right. Aries independence as well with the Libra energy that's opposing is a lot of relationships. So it may also be this theme of like, who are you within the relationships that you have? That could also be something coming through. But let's look at Morning Dew Girl, number 13. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Morning Dew Girl says here, face your fears, awareness, consciousness. Face your fears, Aries. Interesting stuff. The woman on this card collects fat raindrops into a basket of leaves. She is called Morning Dew Girl, and she symbolizes the receiving and absorption of all worries and fears. She invites us to start sharing our own feelings and worries. We can collect them and deal with them instead of hiding them deep inside. She stands resolute and strong, ready to face her fears. While fear can be as powerful as a river, once confronted, it may turn out to be as small as a drop of dew. Okay. So maybe not as much. Well, I mean, it takes patience to face those fears and confront those demons, girl. And determination, which Aries has in spades. So, but consciousness, awareness, okay? Maybe we're more in tune, we're more aware at this time. And as we face these fears are coming up for us. Okay? The Aries full moon is here specifically to shed light on what it is. And like, despite your fear, are you going to go live your life anyway? You know, you only have the one life. Are you enjoying it? Or are you letting the worry overtake you? I think there's also something here too of like giving your worry away. There's a meditation I love. I have recorded before, but it is, it's a worry box meditation. And basically what you do in your meditation, you visualize a place near a body of water, and an elaborate box. And you open the box and you put all of your, or not elaborate, whatever. Just what's important is that the box is big enough to hold all your fears and worries, and you put them in a box and then you throw it in the water and you let the water take it, you know? So that may be helpful. But we're definitely dealing with fears, anxieties, and the conscious awareness around that. What fears are holding us back from being who we are meant to be, who we want to be? I know, it's a lot. We can't take them with us though, okay? So let's get some spicy oracle. There's one. And two. Let's see what they have to say. Okay, so we have It's Secret. Too bad you're not single, which is funny because it's the fire one too. Very Aries. It's a secret. Too bad you're not single. Always the plan. Okay. I feel like, yeah, there was an element to our reading yesterday that also talked about like this idea of being comfortable in the unknown, that feelings of misalignment. You know, you don't need to know everything, but I think it's important to, you know, we're all challenging ourselves to step into our sovereignty in this energy. With too bad you're not single. And like single, I'm really feeling like that's like sovereign. And I think there's still a lot of unknown around maybe why there is attachment to other things or why there is fear. But it's always been the plan to confront this. This is a part of it. You are exactly where you need to be. So these fears, these worries need to come up for a reason you may not need to know. Okay? So that's what we've got going on here. Let's dive in with our tarot, and we will ask for 3 cards to just kind of show us what the energy of this week is bringing. What energy are we working with this week? Could we please have 3 cards? There's one. Girl, can we have 2 more? There's the other one. I see it. Thank you so much. Excuse me. Let it out. Right? I think that's another thing that's coming up. Let it out. And let's go one more. Can we have one more card, please? To show us what energy we're working with this week. Thank you. What do we got? Ooh! Girl. All right. All right, let me take a look at this. Okay, here we go. With our shadow cards, starting at the bottom of the deck, representing our subconscious, whether or not we're aware of this energy, we got the 4 of Cups coming up. So I think this week we are challenged to remember that there is more beauty in our life than where we've been placing our focus. This is a card of like feeling disenchanted or, you know, focusing more on what is lacking, things that have been lost. This is also just like not feeling excited. Maybe this is like a card of apathy. And a lot of that is because there is, you know, this person is not paying attention to all this beautiful stuff. Even though these cups are empty, like, look at how bright and beautiful, and this is an absolute gift. I have a complicated relationship with this card myself. But I think there is, we're apathy is coming up. And this sort of resistance maybe in finding the beauty, there is, this sort of refusal to let yourself rest, to let yourself settle. The Four of Swords is all about healing, rest. This is constructive rest. So if you've maybe been, maybe the more you're focusing here, looking for fulfillment where you won't be getting any, okay? The less you are letting yourself rest. I think that this focus here is what is leading to the burnout, because it's almost like you're looking to these things and like wishing that they were full, but you're not noticing what you do have available. I'm with you here. All right. And that is why the spark is like an ember. That is why I think it doesn't feel like you're moving forward, because you're constantly burning out because your focus is in the wrong place here. What you think will bring you fulfillment. But we are at the end of a very long road here. I think this is still some residual baggage that we're carrying with us that we are likely to be working out this week, because we have the devil in the reverse. So this is stepping out of limited beliefs or self-sabotaging behaviors, compulsive behaviors. Okay. So I think this is really, we're going to really notice conscious awareness, right? Are you making yourself more anxious because you're focusing on things that are never going to fill up your cup, instead of being so happy and grateful for the beautiful things that are full and wonderful in your life, right? There it is. That's what's underneath the surface. And again, it's always been the plan, because we have the devil card in the reverse. We are stepping out of the chains that bind us, because we're the ones keeping ourselves there. It's all an illusion. Okay. So, but as far as how that's getting us through the week, let's talk about it here. All right. We've got the Nine of Swords. We talked about worries. This is the card of worry, anxiety, sleepless nights, not letting yourself rest. The Nine of Swords. We have the Ten of Cups. More gorgeous energy. Okay. Representing that like long lasting fulfillment, happy ending, love, right? Love till the end. And then we have the Judgment card in reverse. I really feel like it's, with Morning Dew Girl, and we're talking about facing our fears, conscious awareness, like the anxiety is coming up, and it's all coming up around this idea of like, what do you want? What would make you truly happy? And I think the anxiety that we still carry, this is what is this is holding us up and stepping into this new version of ourselves. So we're really going to be particular about this, because there's something about the anxiety that is saying you don't deserve any of this. Or it's not saying that, or it's just the anxiety around receiving all of this beauty and abundance, that your nervous system your body has to catch up to where your soul is going. But it looks like here we're going to have a lot of conflict with that because I don't think that either we're going to see where we haven't caught up with ourselves yet, I think, this week. And it is around the fear we have about stepping into the life that we want. I think there's like fear that like it's not for us, we don't deserve it, we're not allowed to have it. Maybe you feel like you're asking too much. Or maybe it's just the idea of like once you have nice things, you have to be responsible for them. And maybe you doubt that in yourself. All of this is what is going to be highlighted this week. And I don't think you need to, it's important to not ask so much of the why of this is coming up. The why is because we're still shifting this perspective that we've been resisting. And we have to truly believe that we deserve to level up into our happiness. So we're still working with that. But, it's like, yeah, where can we give our worries to the water? Okay. Because the only thing that is keeping you from rising or evolving into the next version of who you are is this anxiety around what it is that you truly desire, the future that you see for yourself. What if I can't handle it? What if I don't deserve it? What if it's not meant for me? These are the anxieties and the fears that we're facing. What if I can't handle it? What if it's the wrong decision? It's going to be different for everybody. Or it could be all of those things. But this is the week that we face it. And I think there's still very much like, again, 9 of Swords. This is sleepless nights. So, echoing the full moon reading that we had, heavy on resting because you're not letting yourself rest. And the less you let yourself rest, the more disenchanted you become. This is what I've been saying lately. Okay? I've been saying, I'm living my dream, but I'm not where I want to be in the dream yet. Ideally, in the dream, all of my cups are full. And I'm sitting on pretty on a rainbow. Duh. But right now, this is where I am. And, all of this has to be worked out for a reason, even if you don't understand what that is. More will always be revealed. So I don't know if any of this makes sense, but that's what I got. So I kind of want to leave it at that for us, and we'll see how we do. So let me know if that makes sense. If you liked this video, if it resonated with you, please, like, share, subscribe, what have you. There's information on how you can connect with me down below. It is spooky season, and I anticipate that I'm going to be out and about, not just through October, but through the end of the year is my event tarot does pick up this time of year. So there may be events that you can catch me at. You can always reach out and ask me about booking a one-on-one reading. But hopefully this helped shed a little insight onto what we have coming up for us this week, what we're going to be working through. So I'm right here with you. And yeah, we'll see where this takes us. I love you so much. And as always, I will see you on the other side.